The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start the drive with a give to counter. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 51 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Murray now to throw. Out to his left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Murray a give. This is counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Rush. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, he didn't spike it. He fell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Simple.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the front.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. Back to throw Rush. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Connor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Let's go now.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chauncey Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And got his man complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the prayer